Good morning. Today we're going to be making the pineapple upside down cake. I found this recipe on Simply Recipes. And here are your ingredients and the directions. So if you're interested, look it up on Simply Recipes. It's called a pineapple upside down cake. We're going to start by mixing 1 cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar. I actually have light here though. And a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. When it starts bubbling, we're going to add our pineapple slices, and then we're going to make the cake according to the directions. Okay, so here I've mixed a cup, I think it's a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I mixed 6 tablespoons of cake flour. I did not use the tablespoons of ground almonds. I haven't used that in the recipe yet, but it is wonderful. I used 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I whisked this according to the directions. Here I'm going to mix the 2 sticks of butter with 1 cup and 3/4 of sugar. Once that's done, I'm going to add the eggs. It says you add the dry and beating after each addition, and then you beat in the vanilla, then you add the dry ingredients, alternately with sour cream, and 2 additions each, beating well after each addition. Okay, so 3/4 of sour cream is what you use. That's going to be your only liquid. You're not going to use milk. Okay. Right here are the eggs beaten. And so now we're going to add in the vanilla. Now it says beat in your dry ingredients and your sour cream and 2 additions. So there's half of the dry ingredients. Here's the rest of it. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do the sour cream. And then that'll be our recipe. Okay, so here is the caramel. And what I do when the caramel finishes, as the recipe says, I add about 1/4 of a cup of the pineapple juice and stir that in it. Because to me, with the cake, it's a little sweet, so that's my way of doing it. You can follow the recipe to letter. Also, I don't use pineapple slices. I usually use the chunks. Unfortunately, this time I got the tidbits, which probably is going to be better because I also didn't use a 10-inch round pan. I'm using a 13x9 glass dish. And now all we have to do is add our finished batter. And this is what the batter looks like when it's finished. And this is the consistency of it. It's very smooth, but a little thick. So we're going to add that, and then we're going to bake this. And per instructions, we'll bake. It's going to be on 325 for 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that is it. Now we're going to bake it. Okay. Okay, here is the finished cake. I'm headed out to work today when I cut a piece of it. This one I'm not going to invert it. But what we do is we cut a piece, and just flip it over. And I'll give you all a view of it when I get home from work. Enjoy your day.